I'm talking to you now from my office here at Fathers Being Involved. And this year, we're going to be doing these workshops, these little intimate group sessions. And I'll give you more details on the next part of this video. But this is my office. Right in here, we're going to have a little spot for brothers to sit down. We've got the Promethean board right there. We've got pretty sizable TV over here. The sofa is for the comfort of the brothers that arrive on time. If you're a little late, you'll get chairs that we'll have set behind here. But at any rate, guys, listen, please take a look at this, absorb what it is I'm going to be telling you, and know that we are going into a season of huddles. We're going to be huddling together to get some very valuable knowledge so that we can stand stronger as men and stand stronger as fathers. All right, here you go. Hi, I'm Doug Craig, co-founder and executive director of Fathers Being Involved. And I just wanted to take a few moments to share with you some of the plans for our new year, 2019. Now, our mission statement is as it has been since the beginning. Fathers Being Involved, strengthening families, schools, and communities, one father at a time. And with that in mind, we have identified some specific areas that we feel would fortify men to stand in their greatness. And starting with number one, fathers should be physically fit. Now, I'm not saying we have to be stealthy, but we need to be as healthy as possible. And we want to do that by bringing in representatives from Humana, Henry Ford, Molina, different organizations that's going to give us some very good, intimate conversations about our health. So we want to encourage men to get annual checkups. We want to encourage them, and we're trying to get them to provide these screenings as well on site, screenings for prostate and colon cancer. They have ways of doing that now that would not involve a clinical environment with the digital exams. They have kits that they can give you for the detection of colon cancer. And then also there's a little thing where they can just prick the end of your fingertip to draw a little blood to see if there are indigens or indicators of the risk of prostate cancer. Then also there's cholesterol. We need to check our cholesterol and blood pressure levels, our A1C levels, which are the sugars that indicate, A1C is the measure of the sugar in our blood. So again, we're going to bring in specialists because obviously I don't know that stuff exactly, but I understand its importance. Now, that was our physically fit part. The financially fit part, that's part number two. We want to concentrate on increasing our income. In order for our dads to be strong, we have to also be strong in our finances. We want to learn about how to reduce debt and monthly obligations. We also want to learn simple ways to save and invest. That's a very important thing. We work hard for the money, but does the money work hard for us? We need to have our money work for us while we're sleeping, okay? So there are some very simple, straightforward ways of doing it. And I think when brothers are together and they're doing it as a group, we won't feel like the Lone Ranger doing it by ourselves. We should have money for emergencies. You know, if your radiator blows out in your car, is that going to really set your family back? It's a $700, potentially a $700 expense, unexpected. You're going to now have to rent an Uber car or borrow a car from someone. We should have money set aside for those types of emergencies. What about education dollars? Well, we should have investments and savings for education. Now, I'm going to be bringing in a person from an organization. They call themselves the College Geniuses, and they are able to come up with ways of funding college education for our children. Also, money for our retirement. Now, that's something that we think is a long ways off, but we need to make sure we're able to just enjoy our older years. Now, I want to be old, but I don't want to be old and broke. And I'm sure you will echo the same thoughts. So being financially fit is another important part of being a strong father. So now I've identified being physically fit, financially fit, and here's the one that we really don't want to talk about: mentally fit. Yep, we need to be mentally fit. So many of us are on 10. I mean, just come out the gate, just mad about everything, and our conflict resolution skills are like almost non-existent. We want to jump at each other's throats, men against men, just not supporting each other, just wanting to fight and hurt one another. So we want to bring in some people to help us with our conflict resolution skills, also our decision-making skills. Sometimes we're just misinformed and we just make bad decisions. And then another thing, which is most important, is our relationship dynamics. How balanced are we in our life where we can have an even keel relationship and interaction with our children, our spouses, the children's mother, the in-laws, the outlaws, whoever is interacting with us. We want to be able to improve on our relationship dynamics. So there you have it. Our immediate goal is to get the men stronger. Now, I want to also have via video some motivational speakers. I'm just going to look at the list here on the side. I want to bring in videos, and we can sit down and discuss the little 20-minute videos, and then have maybe 30-40-minute discussion about what we've learned as men, and maybe we may have some examples based on what these gentlemen and ladies have said to us on the videos. But some of the motivational speakers I'd like for us to get a listen to: Damon Johns, he's the FUBU fame. Robert Kiyosaki, now he's a guy that wrote a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. We want to look at some of his videos. Les Brown, oh my goodness, Les Brown is major. And I'm actually, well, I'll leave that alone. But Les Brown, all right. Magic Johnson, he has some entrepreneur hints and experiences that he can share. And then also Will Smith. I mean, he's come a very long way from West Philadelphia, born and raised. Well, he has amassed an empire based on his belief in himself and his talent. He has lately been dropping some nice bombs. Also, Zig Ziglar. He is a what I'll call a vintage motivator. And lastly, I have Susan Ormond. Susan is excellent with giving financial planning advice. So there you have it. We want to make fathers stronger, all right, so that we can be better for our families, schools, and communities. All right. Again, I'm Doug Craig. I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you and getting your support, either financially or with encouraging words or by participating in some of our fundraisers and events. All right. Have an awesome day, and I look forward to interacting with you and making this thing great. All right. See ya.